Banished from the hero party. So, hello everyone, here, time for another returning anime. And I want to say, I think this is actually one of the best anime season. Very likely it's going to be one of the best anime. So, I just want to address that Banished from the hero party, in my opinion, was one of the best animes when it aired last time. And it was just like completely under the radar. No one thought about it. I think I was the only person reacting really to it. It's a really good anime. I think the premise scares people away. It sounds like one of those, like, you know, casual, like, oh, I'm just such of life, I'm chilling out at the moon, at the farm or something. But actually, it very quickly in its first season turned into like an actual cool action anime as well, right? And its plot is so good too. It had by far the best plot last year. Plot was amazing. Like, it's seriously crazy good plot, especially in episode 5 then, with obviously the goddess herself, right? It had an amazing plot, like crazy good plot. Much more than any other anime. And again, I felt it was honestly surprising that I was the only person talking about it, because if you like plot animes, like, this anime had the best plot, I was like, why is no one else mentioned this? Like, it has 10 out of 10 plot, like, Jesus Christ. But also, lastly, I want to say that one thing I really like about anime, and I really recommend watching it, I haven't seen it yet, is that it has the typical thing, right, where the main character is like, oh, I'm gonna move to whatever, the farm then, and the princess is like, oh, yeah, so on. But this anime actually is quite different than the typical storyline, because the princess basically moves in with it immediately, and like basically becomes his wife, like episode 1, yeah, more or less. So he also kind of takes that thing, I think, further, probably because, I guess kind of like 3 or something is airing right now, right, is because they have already saved the planet. Yeah, the hero is already finished. This is those animes where the main character is like, oh, maybe not in my party member kind of thing. Should I with the party member? This is like, our party has already saved the planet, basically. What should we do now, right? So they're kind of more, yeah, they're kind of older, so to speak. They feel that they are seasonal veteran heroes, right? But anyway, let's watch the episode, guys. But I think it's a really good anime, seriously, right? And very under the radar. I'm happy it's back. And unfortunately, I say it immediately, I think various people probably will watch this video. No, but seriously, it's like an anime that I feel no one ever talks about. And it surprises me, especially with the plot being 10 out of 10. But anyway, let's watch it. So, 3, 2, 1, and go. Here we go. So this is actually one of my most excited new returning animes. This actually might be my favorite returning anime this season. Perhaps. I can't think of another one now right now that I actually like more. I'm thinking Black Six is pretty good. I mean, there are new animes that I'm more hyped about, like Gas tomorrow. But from returning animes, I don't know. Yeah, it's like a search, I guess. Yeah, talking about the heroes again. I mean, I'm sure this anime, again, season 1 makes it, yeah, it's also kind of crusade thing. But like I said, right, season 1 made it sound like, oh, it's gonna be one of those test of life animes, nothing happens, you know, whatever, right? But it quickly turned into like an action comedy where like they have like really cool fights and abilities, and like, I think honestly, this anime, like I said earlier, this anime is like the synapse or the premise or whatever. It just makes it sound like one of those isekai animes where the main character just has a farm and nothing happens, you know, like that slime anime where the guy is like a farmer. And also this is with the girl is a slime farmer. It sounds like a farmer anime, or that season of Slime. Yeah, seriously, the spin-off of Rimmaru, he's a farmer. It sounds like a farmer anime. That's the thing, but it actually isn't at all. Like, yes, he's the main character is also a farmer here, but he basically fights people all the time instead. They have like a typical role-playing game fights constantly, so it doesn't. It's nothing like that. But there's some new characters here. I'm guessing she looks like antagonist, right? Straight up, right? And some fairy. I guess it's his Navi. Yeah, it's my partner, Aibo! So she's Sylphie, okay. She's Sylphie. He's the new hero. Okay, he's probably the new antagonist. He's the new hero. Here goes a new opening. Oh, the sister's gonna move in with them. Yeah, that's how it ended, right? Of course, the sister's gonna leave them with the assassin. Everyone's gonna leave his home now. He's like, leave me alone. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. The sister's gonna move in with his house with her assassin buddy. He's just like, Jesus Christ, like the whole party's gonna be at his home now. I guess so. But I like it. Like, we don't even see the main character yet. Or is she the new main character now? No, I don't think so. This is a tease that the hero is the main character. Yeah, putting out her, like, I don't know, shoes? What's that? Boots, something? Whatever. But it feels like she's the main character now, but I don't think she is. I think she's a tease. Yeah, she's a tease, right? That the hero, his sister, is the main character. No, I don't think so. But honestly, we kind of cute seeing her and her best friend. Yeah, there she is. Yeah, the assassin lady. Them trying to be farmers too, right? Because they're both complete idiots. Yeah, we see her. These two girls have like 100% zero social skills. Yeah, they're complete morons with anything to do with peoples. So those two as farmers, here we go. They're gonna be fishermen and so on. Yeah, they're gonna do. I actually love this as a. I would love this as a side story of them trying to be. But they're gonna work with him, right? Yeah. They're gonna be farmers too. His sister's gonna join the farm too, right? But it would be fun if it was this is about them trying to be farmers and they're terrible at it, yeah. And they're just terrible because, they're like just incompetent. They have like zero competence. Those two have like complete zero competence, yeah. They have like 100% incompetence. But here we go though, it's the waifu. Here we go though, it's the princess, it's the goddess herself. Yes, there she is. Of course, she's voiced by the goddess. Oh, the goddess voice! Next season! Next season is back, of course. The goddess herself. I'm Sora. Oh my god. Yes, this is the reason I watched the anime for. But the honest I started watching this anime was probably because I read the goddess was gonna be in it, yeah. That she's playing his... she's playing the old... She's Friden, yeah. She's the 10,000-year-old elf lady that was in the party, right? And... she's kind of like a motherly character to the main character. She kind of taught him magic and so on, right? Because, yeah, she's like an old elf lady, right? So she's obviously been, like, teaching the magic and so on. And she's like a good person and so on, right? But honestly, I mean, it is a very tropey character, right? That, like, yeah, super old elf lady. Yeah, this, like, yeah, ancient, like, elf lady that's, like, teaching the humans magic, right? To fight the demon or whatnot, right? But, yeah, she's one of the heroes that save the planet. Maybe she also moves in. I don't think so. She's kind of like a recurring older sister, mother character to him. Yeah. Unfortunately, Udelda, again, voiced by the goddess, she's more like his mom that visits every now and then. Yeah, she's more like that, right? Yeah, she's more like that. It's basically it's like mom coming in every now and then. Yeah, so now she also lives there, right? And she's also a farmer now, yeah. She's also a farmer lady now. But I kind of want to see her be a farmer because she's so bad at everything. Yeah, I mean, his sister is... She's the strongest person on the planet, right? She's the hero. She's the legendary hero class. And everyone is born with their own power in this universe, right? She's the strongest person on the planet, straight up, basically, right? She's just, godlike superpowers. But, she has, like, no skill whatsoever. Yeah, she's very, very stupid. She has no abilities. She can't do anything else except use fighting, right? Yeah. She's a godlike fighter and zero skills. Otherwise, she can't do any blacksmithing or farming or anything. So her becoming a farmer is more fun because last season to some extent was about her trying to like learn, emotions or humanity or whatnot, right? So the opening looked kind of funny when her and her assassin bestie are like, yeah, we're gonna be normal farmers now. They're gonna fail miserably. Come on, I see it. But I guess she's out now hiking with her brother and a dwarf and so on. And the first minute they clearly showed us the antagonist. I mean, absolutely, it's like a new hero, right? But she's a hero already, so. And obviously the woman with him. Looked super evil. Yeah, she wears a kind of black vizier, has a kind of darkened. Yeah, she has a kind of weird mask on her face, so she's clearly like a bad guy. I think that the new hero, right? The new hero will very likely fight the real hero, right? They're gonna have some kind of conflict, certainly. But I don't think that the new hero is evil, right? Him and his fairy, he's like Link basically. He has his own fairy, right? He's probably a good person. But he's obviously gonna be tricked by the evil lady to fight the actual hero. Right? I think he's just being manipulated by the bad guys. Very likely. Because he felt like he was a genuine good person, Like he has a fairy with him that's like, oh yeah, we're gonna save the planet. You and me, bro. We're partners, yeah. Like So he got his own like magical fairy guardian thing, so he's a good person. But of course, probably stupid, right? Just like her, probably. Him and the hero, they probably have the same blessing, though, right? They probably have the same, like passive abilities. That's why he thinks he's a hero, right? Because he's probably at her level almost, or rather, let me repeat it. She's probably much higher level than him, but they have the same, passive, right? Yeah. She's probably like 10 times stronger, but she has the same passive ability like he has, right? But of course now she's retired too, right? But still though, like this anime levels really matter. So if she's like level 10,000, that new hero is like level 10, he's gonna have no chance, right? Here we go. Gonna have some action. She's spotting something. Oh, yeah, I mean the princess is basically a rogue, right? Yeah, she's like a ninja rogue character. Typical, dexterity-based character, right? Okay, some bandits. Oh, it's goblins. There's some random goblins. But this anime has some good fights at the end of it. In the beginning, it's kind of comedy, right? And the hero is like, she's just like, level 1 goblins! Yeah, she's like, stupid goblins! Yeah, the dwarf is like, I thought she was like the farmer girl. He's like, I'm a hero, yeah. Like, when she actually is fucked, this guy. Oh my god, he's like, that little lady is actually quite powerful. It's like, oh yeah, my sister is a superhero, yeah, like, oh, my sister has the strongest ability on the planet. It's like, oh yeah, I didn't tell you, but she's actually a super powered monster person that has defeated Demon Lord. Yeah, she's the... Oh yeah, you see an old dwarf, bro. Yeah, she's the strongest person on the planet. But like he's grabbed them and he's like, no, I didn't use my weapon for these guys. She is the... Yeah, she just won by just grabbing their faces and like, yeah, just pushed them away instead. Didn't even need to use a weapon. She was like, oh, whatever, I don't need this. Goblins. Yeah, they could have Ruthie as... she should talk to Goblin Slayer. Could hire her, yeah. Doesn't even need to use a weapon. She's just like, I'm physical. But yeah, I think she has the highest physical strength in this anime. Something like that. I mean, obviously it's a role-playing game element. It's like a video game rule setting, right? So she might have the highest strength points. Oh, it's a Demon Lord. Yeah, I mean, she's the one. She can like solo a Demon Lord, so she might literally have the highest strength points of everyone. Definitely the possibility, yeah. But something like that, like seriously. I think she has like insane stats, right? So she really could be the... Oh, here we go. Here she is, the goddess. She's at hopefully she stays in the episode, but like I said, she's basically his mom, right? Yeah, and she's gonna come over and visit them and be like, "What's my son doing? How's doing, honey?" Yeah. Yeah, the guard kind of... Yeah, he's not that evil, come on. But I mean, she's like this... I feel she's probably the strongest mage in this universe. Like I said, she really reminds me of Frida now I think about it. That she basically is this, old elf lady that's like, old elf mama. Like, that's my kid, yeah, like... There we go. Yeah, she don't realize she made that mistake here. But I think she's the strongest mage, probably. Here comes the assassin lady. Yeah. The new farmer lady. I mean, farmer. Here comes the farmer lady 4. Yeah. No, I meant the little farmer lady. She's not an assassin. She's a little farmer. Yeah, she's not. Man, this village is pretty... This is a hardcore village. Everyone is like a ex-superhuman, yeah. They're just like, farmers. Everyone is like, somebody has dragon to fight you, lady! Yeah, it's like, everyone in this village has like incredible powers. Yeah, see? I told you! She's summoning like a wood dragon! This village is a hardcore, man. Yeah, she's like, what the hell? Yeah, it's like everyone in the whole village here is like the farmers. They're actually like the strongest people alive. Yeah, I got this. Yeah, but she's the strongest assassin though. Yeah, she's the strongest assassin on the planet though. I guess the strongest mage. So I mean, but man, yeah, this village is crazy. Yes, she's agile. She has the highest dexterity on everyone, right? And she got a spider summoning thing or something. Yeah. But yeah, I think that she's like the strongest mage. Oh, no, she's throwing Blizzard instead. Yeah, I think she got like every magic too. She got every magic ability as well. No, her the okay, sorry. I thought it was a goddess doing the Blizzard because she has like every magic, right? Because she's like the oldest magician on the planet, right? Wouldn't surprise me if she can throw every magic. But I'm sure the main character will soon arrive and be like, can you stop fighting my mom? He's gonna come in being like, this is my mom actually. Stop fighting her. Yeah, this is almost a misunderstanding here between the good characters. Classic anime, you know. Yeah, so she's gonna come in here soon and... Exactly, so that course win it easily. You fell for my trap, little girl. Exactly. She's like, noob! Yeah, she's like, I'm a 10,000-year-old elf lady! You're pathetic. Yeah, that's classic, like, to defeat me, lady. You're 10,000 years too young to beat me, you know. It's like... Yeah, she's like, she's not talking! I love it, she's like, huh? Oh, really? I love it. She's just an overprotective mother. Come on, it's the goddess playing mom. Yeah, she's like, oh, my son is not hacking. Oh, sorry, I thought you were trying to kill him. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, they're like, oh yeah, you like his mom. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, like I destroyed the village. You know, I just get worried. Okay, I'm just like a concerned mother. Yeah. Basically, it's like if your mom was the strongest person on the planet, right? That's a good anime. No, the anime, think about it, multi-attack. Yeah, don't you love your mom and her multi-attack? That's an anime that's so frustrating, Jesus Christ. To the anime now, with Mamako. Yeah, because Mamako, that's an anime I should love, right? And I've seen the whole anime, right? You know, Mamako. Of course, when the whole storyline basically his mother is the strongest person on the planet, right? And keeps saving him all the time. But that anime is so bad because like it starts out really well. Like it has like a really good episode 1 to 3 or something. But then it just becomes a really weird storyline and nothing really happens. So it becomes really dragged out in the end of it. So it's like terrible pace and everything. But I really wanted to like Mamako because it's a cool show in the beginning. One thing I will say though, that anime is kind of funny on, how I say it, I like how they basically have every bad guy or a bad woman also a mom. Yeah, I like how they went for it 100%. Like, oh, here's the antagonist. She's a bad mother, basically. Yeah, and she's gonna have like a parent fight or a PTA meeting, basically. So they really went with it. The author was like, this is about this thing. Yeah, like they it's kind of funny. But yeah, elf mom, right? Like I said, she's kind of similar to Friden. It's like, where's my son? You know. Oh, he's like hiking? I thought you kidnapped him. It's just like, he wasn't home. It's like, no, I'm just a friend of your son. It's like, oh, okay. Oh, what happened now? The little, I don't know, he's probably gonna heal it. Oh, the hero maybe can do it. I mean, she got so many different powers. That she got like everything, right? Yeah, she can do everything. She's like the ultimate being, so she can like, oh, I can heal it. Yeah, like, oh, hurt your leg? Bam, I can heal. You know, I got everything. But of course we've seen the main character do a lot of potioning and help people so on. Yeah, that he's been doing a lot of healing and so on over the episodes. Like that slime woman he healed and so on, right? Earlier and so on, yeah. The dwarf, that was adorable. The dwarf had like all the hamsters as, yeah, they were like a blanket for him. Yeah, it's like, oh, that was adorable. Come on, I want to see mom to get here. Is she going up here? I feel like she's probably gonna find them in the forest. I mean, she could probably do a bunch of different magic to find them, right? She certainly has some kind of like detection magic or something. Or maybe she just waits at her house, but I don't think so. I feel she's like an eager, you know, oh, I want to meet my kids, you know. Yeah, like, she'll probably go up there. I would think so, at least. Yeah, but like, yeah, it's pretty cute now, right? But yeah, she's basically gonna make her a farmer too, right? Yeah, like, you know, here she comes. I told you, of course, mom is gonna like, yeah, definitely. She's not a woman who's gonna like wait for that to return. She's like, where's my kid, right? Yeah, she's like, I want to talk to him now, you know. Yeah, I want to see how he's doing, right? She's like I said, she's like an overprotective mother. Of course, she's gonna be like, I have to get to him immediately in the forest. Yeah. There's no way she's gonna wait and just be like, okay, I waited for 3 days. No way. Oh, they're gonna camp as well. It's pretty curious now though. She's gonna teach her some stuff as well. Because I mean, we know she has problems too, right? She's like an assassin, typical, you know, like trained in some assassin guild, you know, and she has no friends and so on, except of course the hero. Yeah, it's like her only friend, right? You know, basically. But I guess she's gonna befriend the leader now. Yeah. Yeah, but it's pretty cute now. It's like cute. Yeah. But it's pretty cute now. She's like, oh, can you please be my mom too? No, but come on. She's like, yeah, this is adorable. She's like, oh, can you teach me about life? Come on. As she's an overprotective old elf lady, of course she's gonna be like, oh, I will teach you, honey. You wanna learn about friendship? Oh, I will teach you. Come on. It's like, yeah, she's like, I got this. Come on, she's a perfect character for her. She's just like, she has no friends, you know. She's like a, you know, she was typically trained in some dungeon somewhere to be the ultimate, you know, assassin or whatever, right? And she has no normal life, right? And here comes like ancient elf lady. It's like, okay, I will teach you. I will teach you about friendship and so on. Yeah, she's like, the world is grand. Yeah, come on, this is the perfect matchup here, you know. I mean, after all, she had a lot of good moments in the last season. She was teaching them, you know, life or something, the value of life, or whatever, you know. Yeah, and friendship and party members and so on. Yeah, you know, she's always been that character, right? She's a mentor. It's pretty adorable. Yeah, she's gonna like, okay, yeah, I can adopt you. Like in the open mails that they're gonna have new characters. Like she's the new main character. It's a good moment though. Yeah, it's a good moment here. Yeah, she's like, that's great, yeah. That was a cute moment. She's like, can you please tell me about this stuff? Like, yeah, of course. Of course, honey, yeah. It was a wholesome moment. Cast against Alien also is wholesome. Yeah. It also has the typical, I mean, even though it has much more action than you would think, right, from what its premise. Sorry, my left eye is hurt this morning. It's kind of back now. It's on time, I don't know. It's hurt a lot earlier today as well. Yeah, I was kind of itching the whole day. Now they're just like, here you come. Yeah, okay, it's last minutes. He's gonna be like, Mom! Come on. Ah, what were you here for? Here we go. Mom! Yeah, that ends, of course. Then, of course, it ends when Mom returns. Yeah. Yeah, of course, that ends, of course, when the goddess jumps in there. Yeah, then the episode over, right? Next week, she hopefully still stays, though. Yeah, next episode, I hope she's still there, right? But she's probably not gonna be there for more than 2 episodes, unfortunately. So now the hero is her evil. He's obviously gonna be the antagonist. I mean, obviously the new hero is the bad guy. I mean, 100%. There's no way these characters aren't the bad guys. Yeah, this like hero, and there's absolutely no way the hero isn't isn't evil. But like I said, I don't think he's evil per se. I think she's tricking him, right? Yeah, I think he's being manipulated by them. Well, maybe he turns evil by his powers, though, just like she kinda did. He might become evil because of the blessing, just like she did. Yeah, he's very callous about his powers. He's like, yeah, this is awesome. Yeah, so I that's the thing is anime. That's true. He might just become evil by just using his by leveling up, because I'm talking about more in the review part. But this anime, I think, has an interesting system where everyone is born with their powers, right? Everyone's born with their powers, and your power definitely makes some of your personality and so on. And he might become corrupted and evil because of his powers, right? like a dark hero. But it's just also ending here, and then we can review it. Nice little cuddly ending. Play with the cat and so on. It's probably like a chill. I mean, the opening was just pure wholesome, right? Yeah, those two girls becoming farmers basically, and like fishing and so on. Yeah, like just playing Stardew Valley. Yeah, they're just playing board games with some people, right? Yeah, they're just making what's called I can't. Knitting. It's like, what could I remember? Now they're knitting, yeah. A very wholesome ending here. She's like, we're knitting, playing board games. It's like, yeah. Magical board games. They had magical dice though, yeah. It's like, that's the fairy suddenly. And now she's all, of course. She knit him a scarf, yeah. We saw it earlier, she was knitting that. Course. He's like, oh yeah. Man, this ending was super wholesome. Yeah, the ending was very, oh god, the ending is like maximized wholesomeness. She made like a huge red scarf, and now they're like, yeah, sitting here in the cold winter, fall, kind of typical, when the fall becomes winter, right, and it gets cold outside, in her red scarf there. But yeah, let's review it. That was another nice episode of Banished from the Hero Party. We get the hero. I want to have he looks up at the sun and is all happy. Or let's get mom instead. Okay, let's mom. I don't want to have this sad image. I want to have mom, yeah. Bam, elf mama. But yeah, it really did remind me of Friden in that sense. Well, actually, of course, the enemy is older than Friden. But now when I see it, okay, Friden is airing right now, right? And we watched Friden last Friday, of course. Because it has that typical trope, right? But in itself, obviously, Friden is tropey, right? Yeah. That you have an elf, like I said earlier, you have an elf lady that's very, very old, and she basically is like, oh yeah, I'm gonna raise these these people, right? Oh, you wanna be the hero? Oh, I can make you a hero. Yeah, I'll teach you everything I know, right? And she gonna adopts them basically and becomes their mother, right? And so on. And now when she returned here, I think it was pretty cute, yeah, because she's like, where's my son? Where's the home for? It's like, I think he's out hiking. Oh, sorry. Yeah, started fighting the poor assassin girl. It's like, what's happening? Where have you hide my boy? He's like, I think he's out in the forest over there. Okay, sorry. But I like it. It's like the huge crater. Like, oh yeah, destroy the village. See you guys. Yeah, it was like, well, I laughed at it because this anime has that typical, I should say isekai, but you know what I mean. In most isekai, this is a typical trope, right, with the overpowered main character. This anime, of course, has the trope a lot, right? It's a fantasy, so instead of isekai, of course, but yeah, fantasy, and like all of the party members, the main character, his mom, his sister, all of them are like godlike powerful, right? But they don't fight that much because they're farmers now. So when something happens, like, oh no, I accidentally destroyed half the village by just moving. Yeah, I was like, oh, sorry about that. Yeah, it's like, and of course they have these like super duper powers when they actually have to do something correctly, right? But it was a good episode 1. I liked the opening was really good. You're seeing them, the hero becoming like a farmer now, fishing and so on, right? The ending as well, very wholesome, right? And I thought I pointed out that obviously in the beginning I thought about oh yeah, this anime actually has a lot more action and comedy and so on, blah blah blah. But of course also wholesome, right? I mean, I think it's a really good anime for that matter as well. I forgot to say that, but I mean it obviously is wholesome. I mean, so to speak, this premise and so on, right? Obviously it's very, very wholesome, like family, like, oh, here's my my mom, and she's kind of like cuddly or whatever, right? And so on. And that's the scarf in the ending scene, again, wholesome, right? But what I mean is that I think it's kind of funny because that is, if you ask someone, I feel, they haven't seen the show, maybe also in one episode, right? They all think, oh, that's what the anime is, right? It's like she makes a scarf and they hug, and then they have sitting in drinking, hot cocoa in the snow or something. That's kind of the image I feel everyone has of this anime doesn't seen it, right? That's the whole anime basically. That's like non-BR or something. It's just people hanging out on a farm or something, right? So that's obviously what it's also good at. But it has that too, don't get me wrong, right? But I just think it's kind of funny that this anime has that, but that actually mostly is an action fantasy anime for most of the storyline, yeah, and then of course a lot of plot, right? It's only like I think this is one is only like 2-3 episodes that is that wholesomeness, right? And the other like 9-10 episodes is like, you know, again, plot and action. So it's like weird, right? But and I feel this episode here again then, okay, very wholesome, very like, you know, oh yeah, we're gonna go hiking and camping and it's kind of cute, right? And then next episode is probably like, it's like a huge action episode. So it's a little interesting anime in a sense. But anyway, so one thing that I didn't talk about earlier, but one thing I really like in this anime is the whole blessing, the video game system, right? So they're leveling up and they have their blessings, they have like their ability, like born by whatever, like they have power and they're born, right? And that's kind of how Ruti became the hero, right? Because she was born with like the greatest power ever, and then she could level up and get the best stats, and her strength and agility and everything is like it's maximized. Except Inten, because it's kind of stupid, right? Yeah, so except intelligence, which of course Mom instead, she has the highest int, right? But you get the point, like from a physical standpoint, she's like the ultimate being, right? You know, strongest, fast, and everything, right? But one thing I actually really liked in the first season, again, I think the anime is very underrated, right? Because that system of like you're born with these powers, and then depending on how you like live your life or something, it basically levels up, right? Like in a video game. So, oh, I have this blessing, and then if I do this thing, I level up my blessing, or I get higher level or more stats or whatever, right? And you might have like a very exact way you have to do it, like a video game, you know, basically like, oh, to unlock the next level in your magic, you have to defeat a dragon, you know, or you have to eat a dragon heart to get the next ability, right? That's kind of how this anime is structured. Like, it's very video game in that sense. But I actually really like how they're handling that, because what they're doing, right, is that characters, like you see the hero in this episode, the new hero, he's basically turning pure evil, right? He's like, oh yeah, but my hero power makes me, I can XP a lot more, and so on. So he's like turning into an evil person, because his blessing, his passive abilities, makes him basically like getting more and more evil stuff, right? And so it's in two. So what I mean, we saw that there was some people, right, straight up turn evil because they were born with like, oh, I got the power to like do X thing, and to get leveled up, I need to do X thing, right? So either I can't get my levels, or unless I do this thing, and then they were talking about like, oh yeah, this blessing is really good. You know, if you're like born in a country with a war or something, or this thing, then this power is amazing, right? But if you're born at peacetime, this power is terrible, useless, because it's only useful in and so on. So I think the anime actually dwells that quite a lot in this anime, and it's not only that some powers are like unfair, right? Some people are born with much better powers, but also the sense that to level them up, you know, to grind them, right, like a typical video game, you have to actually basically do your quests, right? And your quest is depending on what power you have. So some people are like, well, I have to become evil because my quest makes me evil, or I have to stay as a level 1 noob, right? So I really do like the anime genuinely, really interesting in its hands, because the hero now is seemingly turning evil, right? Because his quest makes him turn evil, basically. And so either he can stay, as I said, like a level 1 noob for his whole life, having these amazing powers, or he has to do bad stuff to get stronger, right? So I think the anime really addresses that in an interesting way that all the anime doesn't really touch on when it comes to like its leveling systems, or rather also like innate born powers people usually have in these animes, right? Because of course a lot of other anime, especially fantasy animes, they are born with different powers, right? But it's like the only power I can think of an anime where it really is like, well, you have this power, and so now you can only level it up by doing X thing. You can't just do something randomly. You have to actually do this thing to get XP to your power, right? Like you have to, like maybe something stupid, like if you have the farmer power, you have to actually go and farm, right? And, you know, make more crops. You can't become a higher level by having the farmer passive that makes you, like, say, double the yield of crops, but then you go and fight in a war. That won't help you, right? You have to actually, like, go and be a farmer, yeah. But the core is opposite that, right? If you have the war power, I have the power to, you know, this thing, or I can eat this thing, or whatever. You have to actually do that, right? So that's a really good point in the anime that, again, I think it's underrated, right? Because there's some depth to that I miss in other animes a lot, right? Actually. So I actually really like that. And that wasn't even the main thing. That was kind of the middle of last season. But I feel we're coming back to it again now, where the hero, it looks like he's turning evil, right? Because of his powers, and like we saw the other characters is the one, mostly that guy with like the weird, you know, axe thing and so on. Like he better turn evil. So the hero is probably gonna be like him, but like 100 times worse, right? Maybe not as more than evil, but like his powers are making him 100 times stronger doing that. So it's interesting. Otherwise, I felt like that the person with the mask would like corrupt the hero, right? Like the person with the kind of strange visor, black mask thing. I mean, she looks like a typical antagonist, like hiding her face, right? She's like, "Oh, I'm gonna train you, hero." But on the same time, they both might be evil. She might be evil herself, and then his powers and so on, and his actions make him evil, right? And then she's gonna like help speed it up, probably. So, I don't know. But she looked shocked though when he was like, "Oh yeah, this is awesome." She looked shocked when he was like turned to the dark side, right? Not like extremely shocked, but she was somewhat shocked. But I don't know, she might be faking it, or maybe she's surprised how easy it is to make him evil. Yeah, maybe. But whatever, they're clearly the bad guys, and I'm sure this anime is gonna be like last season, right? Where, like again, it starts out wholesome and family life and farming, and it's just cute and cuddly, and then halfway through season it's gonna be this action anime. Yeah, like I said, and halfway through at least 6 episodes are gonna be like complete badass shonen action fantasy fighting thing. It's gonna be like a giant, like wood dragons and ice dragons, and it's gonna be this crazy thing probably eventually. But anyway, guys, hope you liked the video, and yeah, I really do think this is the most underrated anime this season. I heavily recommend it, but if you got fun in the video, you probably are fans of anime, right? But I hope people check it out, and share my video, whatever. Hopefully someone, I hope this video makes someone check this anime out that haven't seen it before. That's why I made an intro, right? But I want to introduce kind of a little bit more. Okay, this is the anime, this is where you should watch it, right? And not just do like a reaction and end the video. I want like, okay, if you're new here for this anime, even if you haven't seen the first season, let me explain it in that sense, right? But who knows? It is usually quite hard, though, I feel, to get people to watch these kind of animes when they're already like, oh, it's the second season now and so on. It really is, you can really see how most animes drop viewers every season, right? Yeah, so few animes retain or go up in viewers per season. Every season they have fewer and fewer people actually watching it. Which should be the opposite because they get more fans, but actually not really. Only happens for like really, really popular animes. Except by Kaisen or whatnot, right? The new animes are very, very popular, that even if their success is like 2 years afterwards, the popularity has increased, right? And people have talked about the ones for so many years. Those get more views and more whatever. People care more at next season, but these animes almost never actually perform very well, honestly. Unfortunately, I mean, I'm just being almost never, right? Because yeah, they have to be very, very popular to get more of a view, I would say. But anyway, guys, hope you guys want to have a great day.